Everything Homemade.
Hi everyone, I'm Rita Peterson with Everything Homemade, and we are going to make coconut milk. Now this is from desiccated shredded coconut, as we live in northern Alberta, so there is no such thing as wonderful coconut trees here. So this is a really good idea on how to get high quality coconut milk when you don't have the fresh coconut. Now if you live somewhere where you got fresh coconut, all the power to you. If you do not, this is one of the best other alternatives that you have. Now you could go to the health food store, you could go to the grocery store and buy cans of coconut milk, but they're not clean. It's not, they add preservatives, they add emulsifiers, they just fill it full of stuff just to make sure that the product obviously has a shelf life. So with that coconut milk in it, you're also buying a lot of preservatives and additives that do not need to be in there. So how do you make coconut milk? So what you need to do is, there is an important ratio here to remember. You need 4 cups of warm water, actually more like hot water, but not like boiling, but very, very warm, on the verge of boiling, to 2 cups shredded coconut. Will get you about 4 cups of milk. So you're a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 being the liquid, 1 being the shredded coconut. So Ocean, are you ready to help? She's 9 and she is helping me today. So Ocean, I want you to put 1 cup of shredded coconut into the blender. Now a blender works awesome in this because you need something to really quickly mix the shredded coconut and the hot water, and it needs to release all the goodness that's in the shredded coconut. So she's putting about half of there. How are you doing? Excellent. Now I have a Blendtec here. Use any blender will do. So we have that. I now am going to put half of my hot water here. Now this is hot, as you can see. There is steam. There's 4 cups, so I'm going to put half the amount in here. And try not to spill. Did I spill a bit? Okay, so that's about half the amount there. And then the magic, yeah, put that in, it happens in the blender. Okay, so we're going to turn it on, and I'm going to go fairly high speed here. Okay, so I make noise for about 40 seconds. So let's see what happens. So what I'm going to do is, Ocean, what I'm going to get you to do in a moment is take this and just pour it in here. What I have set up here before we pour it, I have a bowl, I have a strainer here, and I have a cloth right here. So what happens is, basically now we need to have a very clean strain. So we need to get all that shredded coconut out of it. Okay, so we're going to put the cloth over the strainer. Now you've probably I use this method for many things. It works great, even straining my milk in the morning. So Ocean, what I want you to do now is pour it into here. I'm just going to hold this. Yep, perfect. And so we're going to strain. Now, I'm a little bit impatient, you guys, so I'm going to put on rubber gloves, no, up here, because remember, this is hot, and I sometimes don't have a lot of time to wait, but please do not do this with your, you will burn them. Wear a heavy set of rubber gloves to do this, and this is why Ocean's not doing it, because I don't got a set that is small enough for her. Squeeze it out. I like squeezing it out when it's hot because I release all the good coconut properties. And I'm just working at it here. Just wring it right out. And what's really good is you don't have to waste that shredded coconut that is left behind. Just throw it into muffins. Throw it into cookies. It's a little drier. It'll add some fiber, but it's still food. Okay, good to the last drop here. So Ocean, why don't you get me a bowl that I can just transfer the shredded coconut into? There we go. It's that simple, you guys. So a little bigger Ocean. Soup bowl size. So there's no more liquid.
About this?
Yes, please. So those of you that are dairy intolerant or severely allergic to dairy, this is a really good alternative. And coconut milk is so good in so many recipes. So we're going to do this one more time.
In.
Okay, so let's do this again. I should have got you to pour this, hey Ocean?
That's okay.
Well, give that a second. You can see, look how dry this is. Look at that. Look how dry it is. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so let's do this one more time, and then I will show you the end result.
May I unplug the Blendtec?
Yep, and then you can go get a mug for me, Ocean.
Okay.
And you can see how quick and easy this is to do. It does not take very long to have quality coconut milk. Now what's even cooler, you guys, is I am going to put some of this in a cup to show you. But I am also going to put the rest in the fridge for about 5 hours. I'm going to cool it right down, and I'm going to show you the separation. It will actually separate into the fats on top and the milk at the bottom, just like cream and milk from a dairy cow. So you could take it, you could actually whip and make coconut whipped cream from the cream just by ladling it off, and I will show you that, and I will come back to this in about 5 hours and let it cool off in the fridge. So take a look. I'm going to pour some off here into this mug. This, take a look. Look at that beautiful coconut milk. Fresh. You guys, take a look. It's just, and the smell. Oh, it's so fresh. So you want to try a little sip of this? Can I try first? Let's see. Unbelievable. You will never do canned again. It is just so fresh as you can with already dried coconut. Very, very good. Just imagine this with heated, add a little bit of honey to it, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, you guys. You know, we can make it with hot chocolate. Yum. Unbelievable drink. Healthy for you too. And it's so simple to make. So I will see you back in 5 hours. Hey everyone, so we are about 5 hours, and take a look. This has been in the fridge, so I can actually move the cream on top, and you can see here, take a look. From right here to here is all the thick cream of the coconut, and this here is liquid milk. So what you need to do, so when it's in the fridge, it actually hardens. You can kind of see, like I'm actually pressing on it. It's actually hard on top. And I'm just going to take a spoon here just so you can see. So you can actually remove the heavy cream, or you can actually just warm this up just by some heat and actually stir this in, and it will be just thick, delicious, creamy coconut milk. And that's the properties of coconut. So what happens when your pail of coconut oil is at room temperature? It is a solid. And same thing with the milk. When it is in the fridge, the cream will go hard, just like this. If you don't want the cream to go hard, just watch it for a few hours in the fridge, skim it off, and then you whip it. So I would just heat this up and you have wonderful coconut milk. The other thing is, you guys, coconut milk has a shelf life in the fridge for 2 days. It spoils fast. So you need to use it really fast. Otherwise, make a whole bunch. Grab some ice cube trays, pour it in, freeze those ice cubes, pop out those ice cubes the next day, put it in a bag. That way you always have fresh coconut milk in the freezer ready to go in a moment's notice. Good for recipes. So that's another technique you can use. Very easy to make, really, really healthy, really, really good for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.